Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video we're going to run some diagnostics on our cheap smart car. So first time we've done it, it's got 45,500 miles on it now. Bought it for 1,400 quid. It's had a few strange little things going on with it, so I thought I'd run some diagnostics. So let's get on with it. Let's see what the hell is going on with this thing. I don't know how many fault codes we're going to get because, well, yeah, we don't know the history of this car. It came with no service history, so be interesting to see what this bad boy brings up. So for those of you who don't know, the old OBD port is in here. It's a case of undoing the flap there, and then I think it's upside down actually. Let me have a look. It's difficult to see. My hand's too big for this hole. There we go. That's not plugged in. So let's get the phone set up with the app and see what we've got on offer. Okay then, so light is on the reader. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Little blue light there. And we've tapped in the details for the car into Garage Pro. So let's do a scan. Now it wants us to start the engine, so I'm just going to do that. DL calling me there. So yeah, we've got it's on 2%, so won't make you guys sit through this. I'll yeah, skip to the results because that's what you're all here for, isn't it really? Now actually, while we're waiting, I just thought I'd explain something, a strange phenomenon that's happening. So for those of you who don't know, this car is LPG fitted. However, I don't think the LPG system works, so I didn't until we looked at, well, until filled up with fuel the other day, and I've done about 80 miles and it hasn't moved off full. So either it's running off LPG or the fuel gauge is broken. So it'd be interesting to know if there's anything that comes up in this that tells us either way. Okay, so far so good. It's not looking like we've got any faults at all. We're halfway through. Obviously there's things that this car doesn't have, like adaptive damping system and all that sort of stuff, so the app will just ask in future if it's there, and if it isn't then it won't obviously show up. So yeah, pretty cool so far. Still showing full on the old chip computer there, so that's interesting. Be interested to see if anything comes up on other, because there might be a number of computers and modules that aren't listed here because it's an older car, so that'd be interesting. But in theory there shouldn't be many computers because it's so old. 19 years old, this car is older than some people watching the channel. Then yeah, it would be interesting to see what comes up and what comes out of it. Okay then, so the car showed no fault, and I don't believe for a second that a 19-year-old smart car doesn't have any faults. So I've gone into the individual modules themselves, so we're just doing the engine now. It's come up with a VIN which it didn't do before, so we might find some faults hopefully. Okay then, so that's better. We've actually got a fault this time, so let's take a look at what it is. It's a P2034 fault. Now Garage Pro doesn't actually know what they are, but let's P2034, let's bung that into Google. P2034 and see what that comes up with. So that means the circuit for exhaust gas temperature, bank 2 sensor 2, that's interesting, has had a fault basically. Exhaust gas temperature circuit. So that's interesting. Perhaps that's why the car says it doesn't get up to temperature. Probably not though, I wouldn't have thought so, but not particularly an issue on this because it's a little petrol car. We don't have to worry about it. If it was diesel I'd be a bit more concerned because the DPF and everything relies on that. But yeah, nice to know that this car is in a decent, has a decent bill of health, I suppose. So Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Be interested to know what issues you guys have had on your smart cars, because I know the smart car has been quite popular, so we've got quite a few new smart car followers. I'm actually going to head over to my parents' place now for a curry, because Mrs. DL's away, so why not? I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.